She's a wrecking ball of a woman that you'd hate to miss. Her songs paints her as a femme fatale, alongside with catchy riffs and grooves that are hard to miss. She can easily highlight feminism without being too preachy, and that's one thing everybody loves about her. She recently had romantic entanglements with Lanny frontman Paul Klein, but now she's back stronger and feistier. Welcome back to Rocket Stars, and today we're going to talk about the one and only Miss Dua Lipa and some things you probably still don't know about her. But before going deep on her life and career, let's first take a quick check on this channel. There's a thumbs up button down there waiting for you to press it, and you should probably do it along with the bell and subscribe button. Why do you ask? Well, if you do, we promise to have Dua Lipa get on a video call with you, just to, you know, check up on you and see how you're doing and coping in this time of quarantine. So I guess there's that, and I believe that's enough leverage for you to show some love to this channel, right? I guess. We're not wrong. Anyhow, let's get to the feature. For number 10, her first name in Albanian actually stands for love. Despite having trouble explaining to people why her name is such, she eventually learned how to be proud of her name, as it had given her a certain deal of love and pride. She didn't wish she could have had a simpler name, but then she learned how important her cultural heritage is aligned with the fact that it's been sticking out well for quite a while.
But it kind of took me a while, especially growing up, to really appreciate my name. It was only when it kind of came to the point that I didn't really need a stage name was really when I really started enjoying it. I guess growing up in London and going to school in London, I just wish I had a normal name.
For number 9, she actually had a lot of trouble when she was younger, and she had to explain her name to a lot of people. Given her foreign roots, a lot of people felt confused if she was joking around or if that her name was real. Most would just nod along to not make things awkward, but at times it was too much, and she would actually stop and painstakingly try to explain her name.
Wendy Williams by mistake called you Dula Peep?
Yeah. It's kind of cute.
I know.
At number 8, you probably might not know, but she's actually been around since 2015. Stardom doesn't come easy to anyone, and sometimes you just have to really be patient and wait for that one song that skyrockets you to fame. With Miss Dua Lipa, she's been keeping it steady in the studio and real with her fans, ensuring her a slot of fame that's sure to last longer than it should be.
I thought was the easiest thing I could reach out to was social media. Never had that kind of Justin Bieber effect that I was hoping for. But it definitely created a form of portfolio for me. And then I started getting some like messages from producers and people being like, hey, if you want to come and use the studio, you can come and just write. And that's how I started.
At number 7, she actually got backlash back then for agreeing with Kanye West in the stupid Taylor Swift feud. Well, to be fair, what she said was that she couldn't live up without hip-hop, in which brought Swifties ablaze against her. The following days, Swifties exposed a picture of Dua wearing a Taylor Swift top, rendering this entire interview questionably debatable. Well, is it really? We're going to take the opinion of some rabid fan as facts, I guess? For number 6, she admits that she gets most of her songs from her lovers and exes. This is not really something new within the music community, but not all of them admit or are vocal enough about it. Let's be real, it's a great deal of emotion and a valid source of content. The only thing that differs here among the people who do it like this is the delivery, and of course, we all know Dua pulls it off very well. At number 5, it has been found that music has been there around her ever since a young age. To be fair, her father was a singer in their home and served as Dua's early reference for music. This allowed her to derive her work from previous eras, incorporating it with modern production to give a fuller sound with a fresher take. For number 4, her family actually moved back to Kosovo when she was still little. When this happened, she found it quite hard to adapt because she had trouble to write and read the local tongue. Yet, she could speak it and understand it somehow. Well, it's pretty hard, you know.
Pristina or London?
I can't. You really can't. But I'm gonna say Pristina because that's like my hometown. Like I feel.
For number 3, she actually was forced to move to London on her own when she was 15. At the time, it was the only way for her to keep her career going. With her parents' blessing and the benefit of the doubt, she was actually there in the big city all alone. Looking back, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't know who she is right now.
It was really fun. For my mum, it wasn't so much fun. The cooking and cleaning was a bit of a nightmare.
Yeah?
But other than that, I mean, you know, I was in school, so I'd call my mum all the time and be like, oh, I've just woken up, I've gone to school, I've finished school, I've had my dinner, I'm going out, or like whatever I was doing, I'd try and like let them know as much as possible.
At number 2, she actually doesn't get much rest from work. As a pop star, the general cycle would literally suck the living force out of you. It's an endless cycle of production, PR, guesting, touring, and promotions. Ideally, it's one that never ends to keep the artist relevant and afloat. Well, of course, at the cost of one's comfort. Lastly, at number 1, she apparently is an avid reader, and she even has a list of what to read that she can boast if you ask her. Reading at downtimes can be glorious, as it provides just enough entertainment to take your mind away to a different universe for the time being. It goes to show for Miss Dua that it's a luxury that she can get herself, and we're all rooting for the best for her. Sometimes, celebrities can get so confusing. You see too much of them and somehow figure that their faces all blend together. Like how Celebrity A looks like a female version of Celebrity B, or singer X is a male version of actress Y. Well, to be more concrete, check out Amy Adams, Isla Fisher, and Jenna Fisher. They're basically like the Olsen twins as triplets. Case in point, it gets really bad too. In this Law & Order subreddit, yes, we're just as confused as you. Someone was saying how Adam Driver reminds her of Dua Lipa because they both have similar facial features. Well, for one, I am not seeing it, but I guess if she feels that way, she's entitled to her own opinion. By the way, we did a video on Adam Driver. Check it out by clicking on the thumbnail over here. So that's pretty much it for today, my friends. That video call is still up for grabs. Just click the bell button, like this video, and subscribe to our channel. Share the video to your loved one, friends, and family too if you like what you see. Of course, everyone deserves to get this amount of fun. This has been Rocket Stars, and for today, we'll see ya.